Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tessa and today we are working once again on our Asian zoo. Last video we worked on our Indian peafowls and we made a beautiful habitat for them. It turned out really great. We made it a little more Indian styled obviously, and we have our peafowls walking around now. I want to thank everyone for liking and subscribing the videos. I'm getting close to 100 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. I hope I can hit 100 before the end of the year. And without further ado, we will continue with our zoo. So last video I did kind of explain what the layout is that I wanted to do. So we'll be working mostly in this area. We'll be working on the Bengal Tiger today. I think that there will be maybe another episode or two left before we will move on with our next zoo. So I would love to hear your thoughts on what kind of zoo you want me to build next, what kind of animals you want me to have in there. I would really love to hear your thoughts. I have a few ideas planned, but of course I want to hear from you guys. I think with the habitat that we're building today, which will be the Bengal Tiger, and then we have one more habitat left that we're gonna make. We'll do that next week, obviously. And we still have to do a lot of foliage work, nature work to our park, add a lot more facilities in for the guests as well. So I'm not sure if it will be done in 2 episodes or maybe another one after that as well. But we'll figure that out as we go. But I want to thank everyone for loving this series. Obviously, this is my first series where I do commentary, and I appreciate everyone supporting me. So thank you guys so much. Now, what I think will get the Bengal Tigers over here. I probably need to place more bins because they're littering quite a lot. We'll block this off with bamboo, everything, and then we'll probably build this way towards the animals. So it's not in direct contact with other habitats. So let's first do the bins before I forget them. Need to make sure that those are everywhere. Obviously here we also need to do more foliage work because the edges are quite bland. What happened here? That's interesting. Okay, and then we need to place some here as well. Now I do think that this area will change the color of these. Let me see, towards kind of matching of a purple. Well, that's more pinkish. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That way they kind of matches up. We don't really need this one then, I guess. I want to see if I can fix this, because it does bother me a little bit. That's interesting. There we go. That was weird. That was probably because of the grid. Okay, let's try and figure this out a little bit. So, we have our shops here. These are souvenir shops. And over here you got the bathroom, the food. So we don't need to build another food court. That will probably come maybe around here at the back. Because I want to get the 2 habitats over here. Just gonna put the angle snap on. Break this off by doing this for a bit. Now, either are there any blueprints for this? I have an idea for the habitat in my head. I just don't know yet how to get there. Okay. Just gonna try and see if I can get something fun here. I need to see if I... Get this a little smaller. Probably push it against here. And then we'll put this like foliage around here. I don't know how to feel about that. Wasn't there... Oh, how fun. That's cute. Okay, let's try to do something with this. Whoa. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, we'll duplicate that over here. And then this kind of enters into the new area. I think that's the best way we can get a transition. Transition. And obviously that will be all foliaged up, like a little forest. Maybe we'll put a water detail there. But we also have that over there already, so... Okay, for now, we're gonna work towards our Bengal Tigers. And we'll probably do it somewhere... But I don't want to make it too squarey. Because I don't want it too much inside. Okay, let's check first with the Bengal Tiger. This is just 2 of them. They usually only get up until 2, maybe 3 juveniles. So I need a little bit over 1,000 square meters. I guess we'll aim for like 1,200. I feel like that will be a decent amount. How much will a square get us? Can't connect. Alright, I'm just gonna be lazy. Okay, so it needs to be twice as big like that. Okay. So that's good to know. We'll put these to 10. Just building a base once again. And I'm gonna need to edit the barrier more. Okay, so this is the size about what we want to have. Might actually need to take all of this out a little bit more, because I do have a plan for this habitat. So I want to have like a river running down, and I want to have a bridge in it. If I remember correctly, I did make one. I'm not sure if I saved it though. Okay, I didn't save it as blueprint. We'll get to that in a little bit. Because it's in my my preparing world. Um, okay, got the barrier at least. I do want to remove that fence gate because I'm hating how this is shaping. Select it fully. I wish you could kind of turn this around with the tool you use for anything else. Like turn the habitat. Before we forget, we should also raise this 3. Now, let's remove this path first. We'll move our entire habitat over. Let's do... Okay, I'm gonna redo this, keeping in mind what we have with that habitat. Okay, we'll remove. Oh. Okay. We'll put the habitat gate over here, because there is a way for us to build a worker path from here. That took me a second to do. So that way the workers can't really see you. Wow. That way the guests can't see the workers go to the habitat. Which is what I usually prefer to take care of. Okay. What I think we'll do is continue off from here. And then we'll go back to here. We'll move this one over here. We'll get rid of this path. And then we'll move all of this limo towards here. Okay. That seems good. Sure, if we can... Okay. Then at least we have... Why can't I... What's this one? Okay. We need to take care of a river. Okay. Wait. I wanna push this a little more. A little more there. Flatten out this edge. We'll push this one a little more. And then hopefully the water will just be good. Okay. Yeah, that's great. And obviously we'll put rock work here so it doesn't look fully just a random blob of water somewhere. Now the idea to use in this habitat is to use these pieces, because I think these are really cool. So we'll probably put like a centerpiece over here with that water view. If I'm correct, this, yeah, that one moves actually, so that's pretty cool. And I don't know, maybe we'll see. We'll figure something out with this. So I think I'll put this part doing the habitat, making this building and everything. We'll do that in a time lapse. I'm gonna take care of that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, and we're back. Um, this took me a little bit of figuring out because my brain was not working. Um, but we made a fence with the log walls for. I just like these chunkier walls better than the log wall you have from these. Well, they're exactly the same, but it's a little easier to work with, in my opinion. They're a little more chunky, and I can get a little more of difference in texture in there. So that's very nice. There is a viewing area, obviously. We're gonna work on that with the path later. And then the main item, the water wheel. It's not really connected to anything. I don't know how it works, but I saw a reference photo. I just kind of tried to copy that. And I think it really looks good, and especially because it's turning. I think that is really, really cool. So we're gonna continue working on this further. The other thing that I do need to place in now is our bridge. This is the one I pre-made. It is already in my... It's not in my workshop yet, but I can get that. I do see that I need to stretch this out a little bit. No. No. And that one. There you go. And then I just need to raise the whole bridge. And then hopefully our tigers can walk over this. I think they will. Okay. This should be plenty of space for them to get to here. I might... I do probably need to move this slightly. Because that way we could probably build something here. Let's pause this again. Our staff path. We can make it from here. Oh, I'm trying not to make this too wonky. There we go. And now we just need to block this a little bit. Okay. Our Bengal Tigers. Let's see who is on the market. Look at this female. Oh, and the males aren't great. I guess we'll get this one because it has better fertility. So we will send those to our core team. So that way they can get better. I do want to see with the shelters, the Asian ones. Are there Asian ones? Yeah, just the Arctic one. Yeah, there's not really an Asian style one. Then we're gonna keep in the style with the logs. What I might do is place something like this and then we'll workshop that a bit. think it should be this, because I should be able to... Okay. Placing the 4x4 would be too big, I think. Yeah. Maybe we'll get this one. Remove these. And we'll get these tiles that we use. Which one are they again? Painted clay roof. And then I think we need to... Oh. Okay. We'll get that in the right color. And get it up here as well, if that is possible. And I think it is. Okay. The whole thing does need to go a little bit back. Oh. And also a little bit to the side. Because you still want them to have privacy. Maybe we do... Let's raise this area up a little bit. I would probably make something like a little bit of a rock work mountain. Well, not a mountain, but something of like a hill. Put some stones in here, make it not too... How much ground do they have now? Oh, they have so much. There's so much land area. Oh well, it's fine, honestly, because I'm probably gonna dump a bunch of more buildings in here. Wait, we do have the one water tower, I believe. That's pretty mashy. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Wow. Anyway, I think that was in the barn, or there was something. Oh, it was a wind. Oh, it was this. Okay, that wouldn't really fit. We might place something of the well, but Let's set this on Bengal Tiger. Okay. Yeah, we can get a bunch of scaffolding in here. Make it work. I mean, I'm not sure if they could climb up here. But we'll see about that. Let's get their food in first. What I probably want to do is move this a little bit back. A little bit more. Do a little bit of a raise here as well. And we'll probably cover this with stones again. As well. And their enrichments. We'll keep their play area mostly here, and then we'll use the back for decoration. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll play the game. And that way it will go. They don't have any climbing requirements, so... Okay, oh. Let's fasten that up a bit. You can probably see Asia, tropical. Okay, there they go. They're ready. Let's speed them, run them over here as well. And yeah, we'll try and maybe get a little bit more height difference in here. We'll probably do it with the rock work. Try to work from the outside to the inside. Here they are. Plenty of terrain. They just need less grass and more soil. So that's good. Okay, they can use it. They just choose not to. It's about the idea, okay? It's about the idea. It's they could. If they don't want to swim, they could go. Alright, let's get a bit of the path ready. Here. We'll make this area more soil. Obviously the water bit more. And this area as well. Okay, and that way we have that. They want loads of coverage, which makes me really happy. let's start with the rock work first. I think the tropical would be perfect. Yeah, and this one kind of indicates like, oh, this is raised, you know? They're eating on a little platform. That's green and here. Scooch it over here. And then we'll probably do some of these. Okay, I already got the smaller ones. Okay. Got the little platform here. I do think we need to scooch this one even further. And do turn it. As if the lookout is over here, but they don't really need it that high, obviously. Then we'll do the same over here. So we'll get the tropical rocks. Let's use that platform one again. This one, number 4. Number 4? I guess it's number 4. And then we... But like here, then they still have a walkthrough, but they see it's like, hey, it's a platform. That's fun. We'll go around with this one. A little more back. Because we do want to keep a little bit of space between that. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Scooch it over here. All around. And then maybe if we turn it, we can get away with one. No. But that's okay. We do need to remove the... grass that's over there, because it's bothering me. Make clear that they walk here often. Okay. That's a good base that we're starting on. Now, hopefully, I did raise this up quite a bit, so hopefully they don't jump over that. Maybe we scooch this. All these a little bit back. We'll deal with it, and otherwise we'll make the back logs a little higher. We will only have to wait and see in order for that, if that happens. Now, we will bring back the greenery here again. Oh. Keep misclicking and then accidentally opening up like a browser on my computer. Nice. Okay. And I do want to cover the roof of this tile. With something. I do need to have the surface on. I don't remember which one it was that I used before. Which one was it again? No. I used this in my tropical zoo build. Don't remember which one it was. I don't remember anymore. Oh, it's fine. I will. Oh. Yeah, a little bit more of that there. Get it nice and hidden for them. I love these big willow trees. So we'll put these at least here. So the view is a little bit blocked. Obviously we can't forget like a fallen tree. Maybe if we angle this, we can get it leaning on there. Perfect. Oh. Right. Now it's like slightly leaning on that. And it would also add to the story, like, oh, there's a way for someone to get up. And they don't have to climb all the way. Let's turn off the surface for a bit. Over here, and then obviously I want the rest to be a bunch of bamboo. Kind of put them in like clumps together. So that way the back wall is covered, but isn't just bamboo. And then we put these kind of strips around as well. Okay. Now, from this view, it's really nice. And then obviously in the front, we still need to work it a lot more. I feel like the back is now nicely covered. The only thing I do want to add is obviously some lipstick palm trees. You can never go wrong with these. In my extreme professional opinion, which isn't that professional, but still. Alright, that's really nice. Then, I think we're gonna add some more rock over here. But this time we'll do the dynamic rock one. And we'll just kind of place that all along the edge. Oh. Turn that this way. Click. There you go. Also doing it what I wanted it to do. And maybe this will be fun if we add that one. We till it over there, and then I'm gonna assume they can climb up. Yeah, they can. That's nice. And then we'll probably do a little bit of rock formation here as well. So let's get that punched out. Oh wait, I should use the tropical ones. And then align the position or surface, then that way we can get the angles a little bit more. And let's use some of the smaller rocks. That one needs to go a little bit in here. I think also this needs to go a bit. We'll probably delete that. Okay. And then I would use, once again, some bamboo to make this nice and cozy for them. And that way the habitat gate is also a little bit covered. Yep. Now, we do have the fig tree. I'm gonna use these small ones to kind of as bushes. So I think they're just really nice. And then we use the strangler one to fill up the area a bit more. Okay, and I do think we need something along the edge here, because it's a little plain. Now, what to place it? Because usually it's just kind of the flowers that you get aren't super exciting. These could be nice if you make like a little bit of a random centerpiece. Let's try and see if we can get that worked out. Have those peeking out. Those are a little bit off in texture. Those are a little bit too big. Having tomato plants there will be just kind of weird. There we have something a little bit with height. We will use these again around here. And then we'll probably end up going with these, like, against the edge. But we'll probably do those random. I want this one here as well. And then we'll start placing shit. Oh, we're probably... Oh. You probably need to randomize some of these, obviously. Oh. Go all along the edge. And then we'll just probably randomize some plants in here. So that way it won't be too clear this is just all copy and pasted. Because I've said this a few times before. in my videos. I love copy and pasting it, but I don't like the look of copy and paste. So after this goes along the entirety of the edge, we will go back, try to change some of the positions, some of the angles, add some extra plants in here. So what I do think now is important is to go with this one. And just kind of place it randomly. Okay. And then we need to take out some of these. And then we go back in with that same plant again. And try to give it a little bit of different angles on it. And then it's just the few in the back that we will need to get rid of. Because otherwise there's too much of a pattern going on. And I will be removing some of those as well. Which will leave with an extreme open gap. And then we get my favorite, the elephant plant. And we'll randomize this one at a few spots. Get some of the high points behind the pillars so that the view isn't fully obstructed. While people try to look at our tigers when they eat. Right, and that gives a very much nicer view for this area for when guests are looking at our tigers when they want to eat. And the only thing now is to kind of work up this area, make it more interesting, because it is kind of boring now. But that is fairly easy to do. We will use... in kind of the areas where they wouldn't really walk. That's where you kind of place these flowers. And I just kind of spam them. Would be nice to actually see what I'm doing. So those are the baskets, and then I think we do need a little bit more. Let's place them also around here. Let's turn the surface off again. Yeah, and that instantly gives it like a little bit more. And then, of course, we're gonna put a few rocks in here. Because why not? It's fun. Let's give that one a bit of an angular. Okay. Now, how do they like the amount of nature that we have now? Okay. Okay, we could put more in, technically. So we might as well. I think we'll do some reeds. Just to fill up some of the water area. Now, we don't want to make this area too high. Because obviously they want to be able to see tigers still. So we'll probably... Oh, I think I'll leave this. We'll move this one a little bit. Get more reeds. And then we'll kind of spam that over here. And I also kind of hope is that they will not use the water as much and go for the bridge, but I think that is a little bit too much to ask. We'll see if they go for it. Probably not. But that's okay. What do we need to add next? I do think we need some... Do we need some color in here? I think we'll just go for more of these ferns. Place those a little bit all over everywhere. Give those different kind of heights. I could do that around here too. Zhuzh up this area a little bit. Get some higher ferns here. Why won't you place? Thank you. Let's do some here as well. Why not? Do some over here. Okay. And I think, aside from a few little touches, because I do think if we add this one here, it makes no sense because there's a water right there, so that would be not so smart. Maybe we can have a few more props in here. For example, we'll see if people are scooping water from the bridge. they don't really have anything for the tiger. It would be great to have those in the middle of the path. Let's put a basket and a bucket over there as well. Maybe try and see, like, indicating that someone, in fact, moved here. And that someone used to live here, but kind of had to go away. Does add instantly, like, a lot more life and, like, a story to your habitat. Now, I think that is it for Bengal Tigers. Now, we do need to add them to our work zone. Let's work them in here. Oh. So no, that way, and now people are coming over. That's good. We will add in our educational boards. With our Bengal Tiger, our educational speaker. We'll add another one of those here. We'll lower that a bit. Oh, there's no more power here. Okay. No, that was not smart. And let's add another one of those here. Now we don't need to worry with the educational speaker, cause oh no! Ay. How did it jump over? Ah, oh, that's gonna be a pain. No. Okay. I can already clearly see where this is gonna go. Okay. We scooch that a little bit up. That a little bit, and now we need to... the extremely painful situation of clicking this, so I will probably just do this, fix it up, because this is not going to be interesting for you guys to see. So, I'm going to clap in my hands, and we'll be right back. And there we go. We raised up the entire wall. Now, hopefully, this will be high enough. Oh, yeah, they're running. Okay, bye. Sorry, come again. Okay, what I was working on. This one. Don't remember exactly what it was that it was. Yeah, it was just there. No, it should. If I'm correct? Okay, no. Now that is fully visible, but I know a good way to solve that problem. Oh, Babu! There we go. What? Oh, obviously, because that's too low. Yeah, okay, that's on me. Sorry, peeps. Whoops. Yeah, that's on me. Sorry, guys. Okay, this shouldn't be as painfully long. Because it's just these ones. If this plant doesn't keep interrupting me, then that would be great. Yeah, I know. We got the attention alert. I know. We're all here. Luckily, this isn't as much a clicking as it used to be before. How can they jump through 2 meters? That's so high. Okay. Raise it up. Edit the barrier. Do this. There. Now, after raise these up, it should be tiger-proof now. At least they didn't climb it, so that's good. They just jumped over. I thought I had raised the logs, but apparently I didn't. Alright, bye people. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Okay. Go get that. Then, while people are still screaming, we'll put our trash cans and benches in. Okay. Alright, we'll probably remove this, because we'll probably do an animal talk here. And then cover this with nature. Maybe we can. Maybe, just maybe. There. And we put the animal talker points over here. Okay. Link seating. Link that. Allow standing guests. Let's do August. Why not? Why you lose over? Are there too many animals? Oh, you're just being a goof. Oh. That's fun. Okay, they'll be fine. Okay. They're not jumping. So that's good. Okay. We are ready to zhuzh up this place. What I do think is fun to do first is get the buildings in. And then after that, we can add in the foliage, everything. So then we can have it nice and decorated. We'll add the shrine over here. Oh, this is actually a show. Isn't it? Yeah. It's actually... Oh, okay, cool. This one over there. And we place the other building if I can find it. Oh, here. There you go. Oh. Accidentally placed it twice. Okay, so with this place, of course, we're gonna do our strips of bamboo now so we can kind of lock it off. And that way, people technically in a real zoo would need to go in to see what is over there. You can still, of course, see a little bit, but that way we don't have to fully put foliage everywhere. Well, we yank this one out. Okay, one more. Oh, this is what I remember one thing that I still wanted to do, also in the habitat. I wanted to with angle snap. And then kind of randomize. Okay, that's not gonna work, so I have to hand randomize it. Without angle snap. Turn that off. So that way it's kind of like, oh, there used to be stones here, steps. Raise one up a little bit. I want to lower that anyway. Yeah, and that adds a little bit more texture over there. Now we will duplicate this one. All right. And I want to put like these little gaps in there. And of course you need to take away this for a sec. Lower this slightly. Okay, and we'll lower all of this. There you go. And that way people can kind of walk up, take pictures originally. So that would be fun. Now the rest of the nature. We're gonna place in some ferns and bushes and everything. Don't definitely want to keep that one. Okay. Put a bigger fern up here. Nope. Okay, like that. And then also place this one still here. And now I want to put in some lights in this area. Nope. They're already on there, so that's good. we can, if we manage that. Let's delete that real quick. Copy that. With no. Okay, there we go. Got some lights in there. And now we do need some more color in here. Maybe with... it was a bramble brush. But bush. Bramble. Okay, there's no way I can get that to look proper. Then we need something else. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, that doesn't fit at all. I mean, I can place more of these in here. And then just more of the Chinese lanterns as well. Okay. Now we have a little bit of an area. I don't know how else to call it. Okay. Well, that's a lovely little area. Now, we do have a whole food court over here, so we don't technically need to place here or anything. They are quite happy. What I would say is maybe put some educational words here. And maybe we can make something out of this. scooch that over. Hmm. Let's turn the angles. Now I'm trying to figure out something here. To see if there is a possibility of making like a fun little educational board. But maybe we can also do that without... And then, I don't know how many screens, projection screen. No, get that up right. Okay, so that's definitely too big, but oh, get the angle snap off here. For example, let's do overexploitation. Or no, wait, it should be plaster, I think. Yeah, plaster's the one. And we get red. Should we put a dark color in the background? Like dark green, maybe. You don't really see it anyway. Okay. So have that over here. And then I only feel like it's natural to that way you don't really see the back. It's more covered. We'll throw in some bamboo. Okay. Then we'll do the same thing that we did here. We'll get one of those blocks. Start with this one. Oh. Okay. Yeah, and these might need to be double first. I want to try and angle this a little bit away from that path. Alright. Now we'll add the same details as in here. We will copy just this. Place that all around up till here. Because we'll cover this in the back all with bamboo. Get the Chinese lanterns. Chinese lanterns. There you go. Just placing the all over. And then our tree fern. To get the rest. I might actually want this one gone. No. Okay. And then all we need to add is the lantern with the candle. If the candle wants to. Okay. Okay. Duplicate. Do you have to say these lanterns and the look of this? It kind of reminds me of Silent Hill F for some reason. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who sees that, but it's quite cool actually. I really like the overgrown, the look of everything. So that's nice. Now we're gonna go over to our bamboo. Start with the fountain bamboo. That way we kinda close everything off. And then we will go, if I can get this please, thank you. And we'll do the same over here. And then we'll get our strip bamboo. We'll put like 2 rows of the bamboo in there. Because bamboo grows super quickly. So that way, yeah, now you can barely see anything through. Technically, I could spam it a little bit more, but we'll keep. And then I do want, of course, our cherry trees. So that it still is visible in here. And now we do have this area. I think that the shrine that there was... This one is quite cute. Only I would say maybe not these colors. This is made very nicely. It's crazy how many details these pre-made buildings have until you actually like start getting close up and try to change some of it. Like it shocks me every single time. I think I have all the color. Okay. It's kind of sad they don't have any other. Oh, guess we'll keep the panda then. But that's kind of off. This doesn't make really any sense unless. Yeah, that's way too big. Maybe we'll. Maybe move this. Maybe we can make a bit of a something of like a table. Yeah. How are we gonna do that? Okay, let's just start with some wood. And we'll just make it step by step. So wood trim. How about we just use these? Okay. And we'll paint this black like that. So it's kind of like a shrine table. I don't know. Let's get this more to the front though. Okay. Oh. Don't think I want to add another one. Because I feel like that might be a bit too much. But what we could do is at least place the bucket here. You can do this pot over there alongside with this basket. We will. What else are you gonna add? Okay, that's cool. I like that. I think we'll go for a candle again. Okay. Maybe... Is there something like a single flower? Probably not. Maybe... That's not really what I want. That's not really what I want. I mean, it would be something like an offering. That will be given. We'll put these bells there. Is there something more like incense? No. That's too bad. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's plenty. That's really nice. Okay, and then for here. Obviously just some cherry. We'll put this broken one. And then the rest. I wanna bamboo it up. I do want to show a little bit of the back of the house. Maybe if we... Oh. Maple a maple tree. We'll give it some extra. Just kind of looks off. What else could we place? I mean, I'm not impartial to just spamming. Oh, maybe a willow tree. Yeah, that's perfect. Do need to get rid of that one though. That one. Okay. I think this one needs to come more towards here. Turn it. There you go. Now you have more a full-on view for it. Oh, what a chippy. Okay. And then we'll just do the same as we did here. Oh, that's too high. So really low. And let's get a bigger one in the back for the idea. The Chinese lantern plant. Obviously, it doesn't really make sense that those grow so high. But it's my zoo. I do whatever I want. And then, last but not least, with our candle in there. Okay. I say, that's quite lovely. I don't know what to do for in the back here. I think we'll simply leave it. And obviously we still need to work on this. I think we'll just put another piece of that. I should probably type that in here. And maybe we can get away with a little bit of a pond. Hopefully. Okay. It's now super low. Oh, there. Because we have to probably smooth it out more. Yeah, no. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay. I know technically this is a lion. But it kind of looks like the Bengal tiger. So I will allow it. Let's move that slightly. turn that a bit. And turn more. Now we kind of duplicate that this way. Here. Oh. I do know this is a little bit lazy to cover this up like this. Honestly, I don't know how else to do that and to get it pretty. But I do... Wait, we might be able to do something here, though. Right. And I think... At least we got something for the sun bear here, then. They're kind of like guardians. Turn that fully. More. More. Need to delete these three. Scooch those down. And there you go. It's a little more hidden. But that's okay. I want to make that a little bit thicker. Okay. And there you have it. I think this is a good place to end the episode. And there you have our Bengal tiger habitat. It's nice, it's lush, it has a gorgeous river with a bridge in it. You'll be able to find that bridge on my workshop. The link is in the bio, as well where you can find all of my other builds. And furthermore, we created a really nice and lush area for our guests to visit, walk around, get educated on the Bengal tiger and other items with a nice little bit of a... I wouldn't really say it's a Japanese village, but it kind of is similar to that. Just a little area where they live. I am so happy with how this all turned out. I think it's gorgeous. We'll clear out this area next. And our last and final animal that we'll be working on is our orangutan, which you will see next episode. So, if you're interested, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit a goal of 100 subscribers at the end of the year, so I would really appreciate it if you would do that. Please let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. What kind of style zoo would you like me to see build? What animals would you like to see in there? Or if you just have any fun building ideas of what I should try and create, let me know in the comments and I will check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!